everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Janet, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, we are busy baking. As you would have seen in one of my previous videos, I have made a whole bunch of protein sparing modified fast, the buns, the hoagie buns, cinnamon sticks, and I'm also making a couple new recipes as well too. So I made a pie crust as well, which you will be seeing in one of my next videos, the recipe for that coconut cream pie. But today I am going to be sharing the recipe that you would have seen in that video. You would have seen the final outcome, and that is going to be a white chocolate raspberry monkey bread. So let's get started. I also wanted to insert a little clip of how I started keto because I do have a lot of new subscribers here. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed the recipe that I'm about to share with you. But I have lost over 107 pounds following the ketogenic diet. Keto has saved me and got me off a few of my pills that I was taking. I am almost 45 years old. I'll be 45 in December, and I just feel absolutely wonderful. Keto is a lifestyle for me. I will stay keto for the rest of my life. Yes, I will have a few cheats here and there, and yes, I will indulge in keto treats once in a while, but I want to stress the fact that artificial sweeteners really affect me. Everybody's different. I tried that last year when I reached my maintenance goal of 133 pounds. I gained about 20 pounds back. Now I'm almost at my goal again. I just have a few more pounds to go, but I am very much limiting my sugar alcohols. I wanted to stress that before we get into this video because I know I'll get a lot of conflict about the Lily's chocolate chips that I'm using, but just so you know, things are, if you can limit them, and if it's a treat, like I said, this was for a girls' camping trip, a girls' weekend away, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where we can kind of like let loose. There's about 9 of us that are going and just chit chat, have some good conversation between women, and it was a time that I indulge. I stayed keto. I will be staying keto, but I want you to know that this is only for a treat. I don't make this every week. I don't have this on hand all the time, but you know what? You guys do you. I always explain that, you know, keto is a mindset, and if you can handle having a few items that have artificial sweeteners in them, and that you can limit it to once a week, maybe when you get closer to your goal, this is just an idea for you to make and just kind of puts in that, like, gives you that sweet that maybe you're craving after dinner, you know, and that you can have it on occasion. So don't make this a regular thing. I did try that once I reached my goal weight. I pretty much stayed the clean keto. I did somewhat dirty keto, but I kept it fairly clean when I lost over 100 pounds. So highly recommend this recipe, you guys. It looks delicious. So raspberries and white chocolate are 2 of my favorite things. I love the mixture also of like blueberries and lemon. I just love mixing those flavors together. So I thought that I would try the monkey bread, and I would put some white chocolate chips that are keto and some raspberries. Now this will be for, more than likely, it is going to be for your keto days, because it is going to be, it's going to be a lot for the protein sparing modified fast. But hey, if you can make this on your protein sparing modified fast days, you do that, girl. But for me, I make a lot of recipes for the protein sparing modified fast and different options. As you guys know, and a lot of you have tried and loved it, is my cinnamon sugar bread that I have created. And I absolutely love that recipe. I will link that video here in the cards. If you haven't seen that already, stop what you're doing and go and watch that video, because that is life-changing on your protein sparing modified fast days. But I also want to incorporate this bread with some keto recipes, okay? So this bread is really good. It doesn't cause weight gain, doesn't cause inflammation. So I like incorporating it with some of the keto recipes that I have thought of in my mind and created. And it is higher in all macros, and that's why it's going to be kind of preferably made for your keto days. So let's get started on this bread. I have already put in my mixer my egg whites and my cream of tartar. I always have this recipe linked down below, so make sure you go and check it out. And then we will get started on after our mixture is all combined and we put it in the, I didn't show me putting this in the pan, but I do put it in a glass 9x9 pan. And then I line it with parchment paper, and then I put all of my mixture in. It just works better for this recipe. This is what I prefer to do. Feel free to use it. You don't need the parchment paper. You can spray your pan. You can use your silicone pan, but this is just how I prefer to do it. So anyways, what we're going to do is just lift it out of the glass pan and put it onto a cookie sheet. All right, so we are just gonna let that cool off a little bit, and then I will show you what we will do next. All right, so what we are going to do next is we are actually going to cut this in a grid. We are gonna cut it horizontally, and we are gonna cut it vertically. So let's do that. Now we're not gonna go all the way through as well too. You don't wanna cut it to the very bottom. We're just cutting it maybe about half or 3/4 of the way through.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah.
All right, so there is that. So that looks perfect. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna melt a quarter of a cup of butter in the microwave. All right, so that butter is melted, and then I'm going to add to that mixture, in here I have 4 tablespoons of the Swerve brown sugar and some cinnamon, and I'm gonna add that to my butter. Give that a good stir, and then what we're going to do with this mixture is we're going to pour half of it on our bread now, and then half of it at the very end. Make sure that it's all well combined, and then what I like to do is I just like to spoon it right into the crevices, so we are going to do that next. You don't need a lot, just remember that you're gonna use some of this at the end, so don't use all of it in your first little bout here.
You're gone now, will you call me back? Yeah, I know that, yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that.
So as you can see, I probably have a little less than half left, but that will be fine because we're just gonna put it over top of it all. So next what we are gonna wanna do is we are going to take some of our Lily's baking chips and also some raspberries. So you can decide how much you wanna use of each. This, like I said, is going to be taking, I'm taking this weekend for a girls' camping trip, so I am not going to be precise as far as measuring my chocolate chips and my raspberries, but please, if you are hardcore and you're doing really good like I have been, this weekend is just going to be a little bit different for me. Just because I want to enjoy myself. I really haven't done anything in the last few weeks. So I thought this girls trip, like I plan on staying keto and I just want to really enjoy my time, right? So you're just going to want to place some of the raspberries throughout the whole entire mixture. And you can put it in the crevices, you can put it on top. There is no right or wrong way to make this. But raspberries are keto. Don't forget about your berries, you guys. I know we're all like gung-ho about this protein sparing modified fasting, but don't forget about your berries. All right, and then I'm just gonna put a couple throughout the top as well. Like I said, you don't need to use this many. You can use less. It's totally 100% up to you. This is just what I'm going to be doing. Now, for the chocolate chips, I'm just gonna scatter them in between a little bit, and then I'm gonna put them on top just as I did the raspberries pretty much, okay? Because we want everything to be flavorful. So we wanna make sure that we get them in the crevices if we can, make it all nice and chocolate gooey.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me.
so I got them all in between. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna put a little bit on the top. Perfect, and then I'm going to take the rest of my drizzle that I have here, and then I'm just going to like do literally a drizzle just over the whole entire thing. Then what I'm gonna do when I put it back in the oven is I'm actually going to cover it. And then I'm just gonna bake it literally until just everything is kind of slowly melted a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna cover it with tin foil and put it back in the oven, covered for about literally only 5 or 10 minutes. All right, and here is the final product. I had put that in just for 5 minutes, just kind of to get the flavors together, let the butter melt into the bread and melt the chocolate chips, but not to the point where they're totally, completely melted. So this is the final product. I am going to let this cool, and then I'm going to put it in a container because I will be taking it for this weekend. I must admit, it is killing me right now not to try this. But I will definitely let you know how this tastes and how this turned out, but I'm pretty sure it turned out amazing. So this is the white chocolate raspberry monkey bread, you guys. I am just recording another video, but I just wanted to quickly insert this in this video because our camping trip was canceled. So now I'm able to be tasting that white chocolate raspberry monkey bread. So I just put a little bit on here, and I'm gonna throw it in the microwave for a little bit. It smells absolutely amazing. So I just threw that in the microwave for like 10 seconds, not very long at all, just to warm it up. So let's give this a taste. It smells so good. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of my raspberry. All right, I put a little bit of raspberry, and there is some white chocolate chips in this, so let's give this a taste. Okay. This is better than my regular monkey bread. It is so good, you guys. So feel free to use any sort of toppings that you like. So you can even put like milk chocolate chips with this, and just have that and just your cinnamon sugar mixture. Or like I said, another combination that I really like is the lemon blueberry. So you can also put some of my lemon curd and some blueberries in here. Feel free to figure out what variation that you like. If you end up making this, please make sure that you tag me either on Instagram, mention me in YouTube or wherever, or share a picture of it on my Facebook group. All of those are in the description if you want to start following me, if you aren't already following me. But this is a 10 out of 10, hands down. So, so good. So that's a great combination, raspberry and white chocolate. I can't wait to try it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.